Nobody wants to deal with this.
No, if they'll have enough money to afford groceries.
That's some bull.
Well, Oregon is suing the federal government once again, this time over new rules to keep SNAP benefits from anyone who came into the country as a refugee or asylum seeker.
Well, guys, here we go.
Who are you and why should I care?
Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. It really does help the channel. Today's video, EBT meltdown continues. So grab your favorite drink because it's going to get wild.
Devastated, actually.
Continuing coverage now on the aftermath of the federal government shutdown and the new eligibility requirements for food assistance benefits.
Well, if you are what the government calls able-bodied, you could lose access to SNAP. Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar telling us what those requirements are and brings us reaction tonight.
Government officials say if you are 18 to 65 years old, you don't have a disability, you don't live with kids under the age of 14, and you don't work at least 20 hours a week, you'll likely lose your SNAP benefits. Some people on SNAP tell me they don't know if they'll have enough money to afford groceries.
That's some bull.
Nelson Scott is on the verge of losing access to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. He is 38, not disabled, doesn't have any kids, doesn't go to school, and doesn't have a job. Those are just some of the reasons he is no longer eligible for SNAP benefits.
Guys, this is not to judge anybody, but look at this gentleman over here. I don't think he meets any requirements at all.
It doesn't matter what you think.
Pull your pants up, buddy.
How much did SNAP help you?
It helped me a lot. I get $292 a month.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture crackdown is led by President Trump, who signed the One Big Beautiful Bill into law in July. The government shutdown stalled the November 1st deadline for implementation. However, these changes are still coming up.
We help
Signe Anderson is a senior director of nutrition advocacy with the Tennessee Justice Center.
Because of rules like this, we can see individuals that are going to be forced to skip meals.
She points out senior citizens and children between the age of 15 and 18.
I don't think the government is talking about senior citizens or kids. They're talking about gentlemen like the first one we saw in the video. He's an able-bodied. He doesn't have kids. He doesn't have a disability. He's not working. He's just taking advantage of the system.
So somebody had to do it.
Period. That's it. We are not talking about elderly or children or disabled people. We are talking about able bodies.
Will be most impacted. Rick Williams is a conservative political analyst.
A 15 or 16-year-old can take care of themselves at home while you go work. There's no reason you can't be working. There are plenty of jobs out there.
Scott tells me as a convicted felon, getting a job isn't easy.
I will get one if y'all give me one. Y'all be felony friendly and hire us.
The Tennessee Department of Human Services still hasn't answered me when the new changes will be implemented. We will keep you updated if we hear back. Reporting in Nashville, Karen Aguilar, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Guys, do you hear his excuse? Because he has a felony, that's his excuse, that's why he's not working.
Don't be ridiculous.
Let me tell you this, buddy. Probably you are not trying hard enough. You know why? Because you are comfortable, living the good life, getting food stamp, who knows, probably getting Section 8, and you just taking advantage of the system. Period. That's it.
Get up and go to work.
Well, Oregon is suing the federal government once again, this time over new rules to keep SNAP benefits from anyone who came into the country as a refugee or asylum seeker. Fox 12's Spencer Schott joins us now with more on this lawsuit filed by 22 attorneys general around the U.S. Hey, Spencer.
Yeah, Ward, this is the 48th lawsuit Oregon has filed against the Trump administration in the last 44 weeks. On Wednesday, AG Rayfield was pretty blunt about how he feels about the USDA's latest rule change regarding SNAP benefits.
It's wild and absolutely stupid that we have to be here today, a day before Thanksgiving. We're one of the most wealthy countries in the world, and no one should go hungry in America.
Back on October 31st, the USDA issued new guidelines that said even if they receive legal status, refugees and asylum seekers can never get SNAP or other federal food assistance. At first, these attorneys general thought that was a mistake, especially because the guidelines were set to go into effect on November 1st, just one day after the announcement.
So guys, let me know if you think these asylum seekers, they should get benefits.
Wait, what?
A lot of times you are a US citizen, born and raised in the United States, and you try to get benefits, they deny you.
Normally, guideline changes require 120 days notice, but this was not a mistake, and the USDA said in a statement on their website, some alien groups previously eligible for SNAP are no longer eligible. State agencies must immediately apply new eligibility criteria. For households already receiving SNAP, state agencies must review household circumstances of entry and apply these policies at recertification. A USDA spokesperson could not comment on the lawsuit. According to the lawsuit, 10,000 permanent residents in the U.S. could lose their benefits because of this rule change, 3,000 of them here in Oregon.
It's that simple. If you're an asylum seeker, if you're here as a refugee, if you're here as a lawful resident, if you're here in the United States because of a humanitarian purpose, we should never yank people's food benefits away under these circumstances. And that's why this law absolutely had to be filed.
Now, this multi-state lawsuit was filed in Eugene, Oregon, and AG Rayfield is hopeful a judge will issue a preliminary injunction blocking the USDA's rule change in the next few days. Reporting live in studio, Spencer Schott, Fox 12 Oregon.
If you came to the United States for a better life, you should be working, not depending on the government to feed you or to pay your rent. Bottom line.
Fact.
So if this country gave you the opportunity to stay here, seeking your freedom for a better life, why you are trying to get benefits from the government? A lot of these individuals, they get benefit from the government and they just stay there taking the benefit for years and years and years.
These ain't opinions. These are facts.
So hard. Nobody wants food stamps. Nobody wants to deal with this. People who think that getting food stamps is some kind of wonderful experience. It's not. I don't want to have to get these. I don't want to have to deal with this stuff. It's not easy and it's not fun. I just wish I had the money to pay for food on my own. I wish I did. I wish that my ex would pay their back support. I wish they would pay any support. I wish that people would visit my shop and buy things for me. I wish a million things were different. I wish I didn't lose both of my parents and I wasn't so depressed that I can't even think straight most days. I'm doing my best. I had to come on here and beg people for $20 and have everyone tell me what a piece of shit I am for asking for money. I'm just so sick of it, I try to do everything right. I work really hard, and I know I'm not different than any of you. You're all working hard, and you're all having a hard time. It's just so frustrating. I think maybe I'm finally gonna get my benefits tomorrow, but I'm not getting my hopes up because I don't know. Why should I? It's just been so hard. And I try to be so kind to people and be really nice and try to help people and be a good person and be patient. It just gets me nowhere. But I hope this is finally done because I'm just so tired. I need to be working. I don't have the time to sit on the phone and sit up in the DHS office for hours.
Guys, this lady's situation, it looks like it's very tough. She's going through a rough time. But lady, let me tell you this. Coming on social media and complaining and crying about it is not going to solve your problem.
Come on, man.
It looks like she's working, she have a shop, but the way the economy is, it looks like she's not doing good with her shop. So lady, just hang in there. Like I said, coming here and complaining about it is not gonna do anything for you. There is a lot of people that are gonna come on your comment section. They're gonna tell you a whole bunch of crap. So if you don't have a really thick skin to handle all the negative comments, don't come on social media telling everybody your problems. And the new rules and regulation, I agree with those. At least you have to work 80 hours a month. Anybody can do that. And people just complaining about it that they cannot work because they have kids, they have that. What about the rest of the US citizens? We have kids and we go to work and we pay daycare if we have to. It's not an excuse for the rest of the people to say, oh, I cannot go to work because I don't have nobody to take care of my kids. That's not an excuse. That is not an excuse. So guys, if you made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also like this video, it really does help the channel. Thank you guys for watching and see you on the next video.